It's so expensive to call here. I call the house, and about a 5-minute phone call costs about $5. You know, that adds up real quick, and 5 minutes isn't very long when I got 3 people, you know, crying on the other end that I'm trying to console.
Baby, I wish you would please calm down. Please, I'm getting ready to hang up, and you know I can't hang up with you like this.
A stress box is when you're on the phone 24/7. You need somebody out there to talk to, I mean, and you're always on that phone. That's what we call a stress box, because you're stressing yourself out on it.
Let me see what's up with my so-called friend, you know what I mean? And one letter, one phone call, no visit, no money on my books, no nothing. I feel like everybody turned on me, you feel me?
Now lift it up.
Before prison,
This is jail.
there's jail, where guilt or innocence hangs in the balance. And each day brings you one step closer to your fate. During 1 year, National Geographic followed the lives of officers and inmates in the city of Las Vegas. For a jail that sees nearly 80,000 arrestees each year, you never know who's coming in next.
Put your chest on.
This is the world of hard time. This is Las Vegas, an oasis of work and play, both legal and illegal. Break the law on the Strip, and you're hauled into the Clark County Detention Center, Sin City's premier jail. Here, communication with the outside is limited and controlled by the CCDC. The only way for inmates to contact the free world is through visitation, telephone, or mail. Over 30,000 letters pass through this jail in a month. It's the highlight for Leyland Lewis, who is a first-timer in Las Vegas County Jail.
This one right here is from my wife. And they've been writing me a lot, but I haven't been getting very many of them, I guess, because you don't get half of your mail. Dear baby, I'm sorry that you haven't received my letters. I'm either worrying about you or how many minutes we have on the phone or what's going to happen next with you.
Nicknamed Bear by his wife and family, he brought them from Oklahoma to Las Vegas in the hopes of finding work.
It's one of the worst decisions I've made. I had no idea that, you know, Vegas has the highest unemployment rate in the country. So since we got here 6 months ago, it's been a constant struggle.
Living day to day in a motel room and struggling to make ends meet, Bear was pushed to extremes.
I got caught shoplifting from Target. I went in there not with the intentions on shoplifting or anything, but I was panicking, trying to come up with options. I had to come up with rent. You know, I need to keep a roof over my children's head.
Specials today are Tyson, Soto Sanchez, Williams.
He was hoping that his stolen goods could be sold for fast cash, but was caught red-handed. In all likelihood, he would have been out on bail in 12 to 24 hours. But when police started to process his arrest on the scene, Bear's name was flagged in their computer.
After running my name and everything, and he said, Mr. Lewis, he said, I got even more bad news for you. And I said, and my heart dropped. I said, what's that? And he said, you have a warrant out of the state of Texas. I said, no, you're gonna check that again. And sure enough, I have a warrant out of North Texas for a burglary that I know nothing about.
The CCDC has no choice but to hold Bear for up to 30 days. It's up to the state of Texas to pick him up or waive his extradition. The catch for Bear is that he doesn't know when a decision will be reached. It could happen tomorrow or in 30 days, if at all.
I started the 30 days from when I went to court. I have 21 days, including today. And then I'm either a free man or I'm sitting in Texas. One of the hardest things is not knowing what's going to happen because, you know, my wife and children are still staying in the hotel. Me and my wife, you know, we've been together for 13 years, and we have a 12-year-old son and a 10-year-old daughter.
Yes, we need to get ready to go get dinner before it gets dark.
His wife, Jennifer, and 2 children have put their lives on hold, trying to make ends meet without their breadwinner.
Oh, cool, look, you guys. I tell you what, everybody makes mistakes, but I guarantee you they won't be made again. Because this has been the worst birthday I've ever had.
Don't start crying.
I'm not gonna cry, but I'm about cried out. I can't cry anymore. The first week, when I wake up, I would hope that it was just a bad dream. And then I wake up and then he wasn't there, and then that was every morning it seemed like it was like a punch in the stomach. And I'm still not used to it.
My wife is struggling to come up with rent. She has to pay every single day. You know, she has to come up with dinner every day. I sit here, I can just lay down and watch TV, or, you know, in the evening go play basketball out in the yard or play cards. Or not being able to help my family right now is probably the most helpless and useless I've ever felt in my entire life.
Bear and Jennifer's frustration is common for families with loved ones behind bars. The Vegas jail sees it all, from traffic violations, addicts, to career criminals, all doing time under the same roof. Inmates like Justin Tate.
Come on, put it down, come on.
I first started getting locked up when I was about 14. I had a bad thing with stealing cars. It was the rush. It was the excitement. You know, you never knew if somebody was gonna come out of their house at you. You never knew if the cops are gonna roll up on you, you know.
For Justin, Lockup became a home away from home. The life he left behind includes his mother, Rhonda.
This is Justin. He was probably about 12, 13. He was a hellion, of course, but he's so cute.
Rhonda has spent a lifetime watching her son cycle in and out of the system.
I used to spend every night in the street, looking at faces, trying to find my son. Didn't sleep, didn't eat, just was looking for him. From there, it just went from bad to worse.
I couldn't stop what I was doing, no matter what, no matter for who. I wanted more and more and more. And now, look where I'm at.
If convicted, Justin could face 30 years locked up, the steepest sentence he's ever faced.
I pass my time by doing my drawings. It's what takes me out of here. Now's the time in my life where I need to really figure out who I am. Because if I don't, I'm gonna make this life my permanent life, and that's not what I wanna do. I would receive maybe a couple, 3, 4 letters a year from my mom when I was locked up. And it made me angry. I asked myself, what, I don't mean that much to my mom? Why is she not here for me? Why won't she come visit me?
With no one left to support Justin, he's asking his mother to come and visit, something she's never done before.
Never asked my mom for help for nothing, ever. But I gotta force myself to do it because she's the only one that I have that's there for me right now.
Having a connection on the outside is a reminder for Justin of what his life could be. But not all CCDC inmates can look to family and friends for help. At only 19 years old, Kyle Wilson has spent his life at odds with authority. In and out of juvenile hall since he was 9, his parents once had high hopes for him. But he joined a gang and resorted to a life of crime.
Daddy always told me, if you want some, work for it. Don't take it from the next person. I said, I'm gonna take it from the next person. You know what I mean? Whatever it is.
Recently arrested for attempted burglary and sexual assault, he may face a life sentence. With such serious charges, he's not sure if his family will be there for him.
So I called my people, man, my daddy. Me and my mama don't got a good relationship. So I ain't talked to my mama long, 8 months. You feel me? 9 months. That's too long, you feel me? Talk to my grandma. I love my grandma. She always chill, you feel me? I still need that help, you know what I mean? I still need them to guide me just a little bit, you feel me?
But it may be weeks before Kyle can ask for their forgiveness and help. He's just landed in the hole for fighting with an inmate. Today, he's facing the consequences of his actions at a hearing.
Go ahead and state your name for us, please.
Kyle Wilson.
Typically made up of 2 officers, inmates present their case and get a verdict in a single sitting.
So basically, for the charge of fighting, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no plea?
Not guilty.
And explain to us what happened.
White dude came up to me, started trying to swing on me, so I did what I had to do.
So he didn't come up and ask you a question?
No, he said he just tried to grab me, swung on me, missed. So I defended myself.
All right. He's only recommended 20 days.
I'm good.
Huh?
I'm good.
All right, 20 days. Okay? That's it.
Stripped away of what little freedom inmates have, Kyle won't have access to the telephone to call his family.
They don't let you get commissary, you know what I mean? Can't get no visits. Cause it's meant to break you down, meant to tell you, you do this, we gonna put you in this patch, you feel me? They only gave me 20 days, you feel me? I'm just glad they didn't give me a long time, cause I want to see my family. I do feel like I disappointed my father and my grandmother, you know? They never told me that I disappointed them. They just told me that, you know what I mean, like, they angry at me, you know what I mean, cause I had so many chances to do the right thing.
Here at the Clark County Detention Center, inmates are cut off from the free world, caught trying to maintain relationships on the outside, and facing the consequences of their actions.
Okay, ladies, we got chow on deck. We ready?
Dana Staganga is no stranger to jail. She was a fixture at the CCDC on and off for part of her life.
I was a real bad drug addict, ran the streets, used to shoot up dope, rob, steal. I was getting it. I was getting there. Las Vegas was my whole playground, you know? Just made a lot of wrong decisions. Wronged a lot of people. Blamed a lot of people, but I don't have to live like that anymore. I'm not allowed to live like that anymore. So I had to change my playground. So I moved away for a while, and then I moved back and became a carpenter. And I was working on all the casinos here in City Center and stuff, and changed my life.
Clean and out of the system for over 10 years, Dana thought that she was free from old habits. But the death of a friend and the loss of her job drove her to use again. It all led up to a drug-fueled car wreck that happened over a year ago.
I was going 8 miles an hour, I hit a black wall with no seatbelt, and I lost my leg, a head wound, I had transfusions, I was in a coma. I don't even remember getting in the car.
After time in the hospital and months of recuperation, it was time to serve her jail sentence.
They wanted me to do classes and pay fines and do community service. and it's just too hard for me to get around. So I just asked them if I could do the jail time. They gave me 15 days and dropped it down to reckless driving. So we keep our sanity, watching the outside world. I was supposed to start physical therapy on the 7th, the day before I came in here, but obviously I can't.
With Dana's therapy on hold, all she can do is wait. But she's not doing her time alone. Waiting for her on the outside are 2 sons that are still reflecting on her relapse, Caleb and Ben.
Caleb's my youngest son, and Ben's my oldest son, Benjamin. They're my world. They saved my life.
My mom had her accident at first, and it was a hard thing to go through. I mean, it's still, in a sense, it's still in a way kind of painful to think about.
She does have a life sentence with 1 leg. She started using, but I didn't really think that she would actually like stoop that low to actually start doing that many and that much stuff. Yeah, I was disappointed.
Caleb and Ben's relationship with their mother has headed down 2 different paths.
Ben and my mom are closer than me and my mom.
My mom used drugs, and my dad used drugs before, and it was around. We have similar childhoods. I mean, we both experienced with drug use as kids.
Like his mother, Ben has landed in jail multiple times.
Well, Ben was, I was doing what I was doing. Kids, they always know, they just can't put a word to it, and so he just was following in my footsteps. But he got back on track. He's doing real good right now.
I think that through the experiences that we've gone through together, in a sense, we've come to grow closer, you know what I mean? And maybe understand each other a little better.
It's a bond that's brought Ben to the jail to visit his mother.
Is there anything like no phones beyond this point or something?
No, anything that's gonna set off the metal detector, if you'll set it on the black cabinet, I do ask.
Visitation is a daily process at the jail. Video chats with inmates upstairs offer a lifeline to the free world.
Step up to the pole, they'll call you to the window and get you set up.
Okay.
But it's a strictly monitored process with security checkpoints, endless lines, and registration.
Something's going on.
Next.
Hello.
Hello. Hi.
I'm here to see my mother.
Your mother, what's her last name?
S-T-E-G-E-N-G-A.
Dana?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you want to register to see her?
That's what I gotta do. That's what I gotta do.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. Let me see your ID. Perfect. Okay, you're now registered. You're gonna grab your ID like this, and the computer down over there is gonna look just like this. It says click here to schedule a visit, and then follow the prompts. And then schedule, you'll get to pick the date and time of when you wanna come in.
Okay, so I won't visit her today.
Not today, it has to be 24 hours, so tomorrow.
Oh, wow. Okay, I didn't know that. Has to be at least 24 hours. Like, I'll be at work tomorrow. I'll be at work all day Friday. So I don't know when she's gonna get out. I just think it's stupid. I thought I was coming down here and was gonna be able to see her. And then now I can't. Set up an appointment and everything. The whole process of trying to visit, sometimes it's rough and you don't get to see your family or you don't get to talk to them, and it's hard. It's a punishment.
Ben's getting a crash course on how to visit his mother in jail. It's a lesson that Justin knows all too well. A career criminal, in the past he would have done his time without any family support. But facing a possible 30-year sentence and reflecting on a wasted life of crime, Justin has sent a letter to his mother, Rhonda, a cry for help.
Mom, I feel so alone and emotionally up right now. It's hard to get out of bed most days. I can't even think straight. I don't visit in jail, but I know he's facing a lot of time this time. I don't ask much of you, but Mom, I really need you. I've done a lot of lockup time, but this is the worst time ever. Please, Mom, I need you more than ever. I can't do this time alone.
Rhonda has decided to break one of her own rules and visit her son in jail.
I have questions. What makes him think that it's okay? What makes him think he's not going to get caught? And how he would feel if someone stole my vehicle and someone committed a crime against me. These are the questions I have for him.
In Clark County Detention Center, Bear's fate hangs in the balance. He faces one of two outcomes: extradition on an outstanding burglary charge in Texas, or to be freed.
Leyland Lewis.
It's a waiting game for him and his family on the outside, and they can't make their next move.
Hey, baby, how you doing? Do I send my family to Texas because my in-laws live in Texas? Do I send them to be with their mom? Is everything all right, babe? Because I'm going to be extradited and I'm going to be there anyways? Or do they stay here because I could get released? They could come in and interrupt this interview and release me right now. You know, I have no idea, and that's the unknowing is what's tearing us apart. Don't cry, baby. You just gotta have faith. You can't give up. That's not an option. I usually talk to him for about 5 or 6 minutes a day. Is all I get. I've asked him not to come up here and visit me or anything anymore. It's really hard on the kids. It's easier to hang up the phone and then to go play with their friends, you know, right immediately afterwards, than to come up here and then have to say goodbye. All right, I love you. I'll call you this evening, okay? Just so afraid for them. And we're not from here, so we have no friends here. We have no family here. We've been stuck ever since we got here.
We gotta hurry up and get to church. There's gonna be a line. There's gonna be a line.
They came out because it was...
Eric going out and doing what he thought he had to do to help his family definitely backfired, and the consequences are that it's hurting his family 100%.
All right, see, we're like the third people here.
Jennifer's been able to scrape together enough money from family in Oklahoma to help pay for a hotel room. She's now turning to food pantries to help feed her children.
So there's 3 of you?
I abandoned him. That's how I feel.
Okay, you have 4 entrees to choose from.
Like I just up and abandoned my family. Said, the hell with you guys, I'm out of here. But that's not what happened, but it may as well have been. You know, I can't support him. I can't do anything. I can't do anything for him.
Carrots are corny. Carrots are corny. The way it feels, my husband being locked up would be, you remember when you were a little kid and you felt homesick? Like you want to go home, but you don't know where that is because you just kind of feel lost. So that's the way it feels without my husband.
Well, everything here is yours.
How long Bear's family will be without a father is anyone's guess as the wait continues.
All right, I think we did good.
Okay, babies, mommy's going bye-bye.
For every day an inmate does on the inside, family does time on the outside. For Rhonda, who's visiting her son Justin for the first time ever in jail, it's a sobering statement.
My son being in there, and that takes up a lot of my time because I spend a lot of time dwelling on it. You know, I shouldn't, feel like I have to cater to him, but I want to know my son. I want to be in his life, but what kind of life is he going to have in there? And I'm definitely not going to be able to share it. I don't know. I don't know.
My mom's never been here to see me before, and this is a first for me and her both. And my heart was racing. I couldn't sleep last night.
Hi. 10.
Okay, you're gonna be booth 29.
29? Thank you. Okay.
Visitors aren't allowed past the jail lobby, so they'll communicate through a handset and a two-way video monitor.
There he is.
Hey, Mom.
Hi, baby.
How are you?
I'm
Glad you came. I really am.
well, you know I don't visit in jail,
I know. Believe me, I know.
but I had to make an exception. I don't know how much time you're looking at here. Give me an idea.
I'm gonna sit in here for another 30 to 60 days to wait sentencing.
You need to write me and explain to me what all these charges are. I don't understand it, Justin. Why did they hit you with two burglary autos? I don't get it. What, were you driving 2 motorcycles or what?
No, well, I wasn't stealing cars. I was robbing them.
Justin, I've known this for a long time. You don't have to tell me that.
The only thing that was on my mind at the time was whatever it took to survive.
You know I can't come every week.
I know you can't come every week. Mom, listen, I don't expect a lot out of you. This is just, I'm glad you came to see me now. I needed this. I really did. Okay? I'm sorry, Mom.
Justin, I thought you were done. I thought you were really done.
Mom, I ain't got no excuses, okay? It's hard out there. It's hard out there when you got a record like I do. It's hard.
All I want to do is wrap my arms around you.
I know, Mom.
And I can't even touch you. But I'm not going to abandon you, son. I don't care how angry I am. I'm not going to do that.
I'm scared. I'm scared that I might lose you, Mom. This is more of a realization now than ever.
I love you.
I love you, Mom. Okay?
Till next time, Kay?
Okay, Mom. I love you.
I love you.
I love you.
I don't know why I waited so long. Maybe because I couldn't stand seeing him behind bars, but I'm not looking at the bars right now. I'm looking at him. I told him I got his back. I'm his mama. No one else has his back, I do.
Now I got my mom for the first time ever. And that means a lot. But hey, you do the crime, you do the time.
Justin may be in luck. He's been offered a plea deal, which could reduce his sentence, speeding up his return to the free world. Several floors up, Kyle Wilson is on the move.
Make sure you roll your stuff.
Roll my stuff up?
Yeah. You get ready to go.
He's rejoining general population after 20 days in the hole.
I'm out the hole, though.
Facing an upcoming trial for sexual assault and burglary charges, he could face life behind bars. Kyle hasn't heard from his family in almost a month, so he's toughening up for a possible future on his own.
If I'm around a bunch of lions, you feel me, they will eat you alive. I don't want to see them see me while I'm down, you feel me? When they look at me, I want to see them with my head held up high, you feel me? And my chest poked out, you feel me? Like, I ain't scared of y'all, you know what I mean?
What's up, man?
How you doing?
You coming from disciplinary?
Yeah, I saw.
What for? Was it fighting for
Fight.
violations or what?
Fighting.
Okay. But we know better than to do that anymore, right?
Yeah.
We're good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell me, do I know better? No, I don't know better. I'm a man, so I'm a hound of mine. A man step up, confront me, I'm gonna handle the business, you feel me?
But Kyle has to toe the line between acting tough and acting out, or he could lose his phone privileges and any chance of contact with his family. If he fights again, the CCDC could decide to place him in the hole for months, cutting him off from his family.
All you see 24/7 is this. I mean, I'm tired of seeing I'm tired of seeing my roommate, you feel me? So if it's just phone calls, letters, that is necessary, you feel me? You gotta have those, you feel me? If you ain't got no contact with the outside world, you gonna go crazy. I try to keep my temper, you feel me? Cause I know it's gonna be back in the hall, which means I won't get no visits.
Jail is a place of broken promises, the scratched record playing the familiar beats. But for an inmate, this is the last time. I'll never break the law again. It's an old tune for family on the outside, one that Dana's son, Caleb, has heard before.
For mom to be in jail, it's not that awkward for me. We weren't really like a homegrown family where mom would stay at home and cook a meal and my dad would come home from work.
He's seen our lives be affected by drugs and alcohol, and Caleb chose not to do that.
I think it was less than 10 years ago she started getting like better and actually making money and getting a house, getting things together, getting a car. Yeah, I was really proud of her. I was like, wow, Mom, you're actually like stepping up and actually doing what you need to do. And I was just like, it feels good because she used to pick me up every day after practice for baseball and like go to the games. It's like, you know, she's actually being there for me now. But now that happened and it was just kind of heartbreaking. It's like, you know, everything's good for you. Why would you go around and just do something like that?
I think Caleb put a guard up because he doesn't want to be hurt. And I made promises to him that I wouldn't do certain things to him again because we're not as close as we used to be.
Dana's relapse has shaken Caleb's trust in her, a heavy price to pay on top of losing her leg. She's hoping for a second chance with her family, and tonight she's getting released.
Dana, roll your stuff up. Time to go.
Okay. Tonight's my last night in Clark County Detention Center. Okay, thanks. Pretty dead for a Saturday night.
So how long you been in there?
Just 10 days. It's traffic.
Oh, nice.
Traffic violation. I've been here 12 years. I changed a long time ago. Being in jail right now is records of the past for something that happened a year and a half ago, you know? I just, you know, had a bad relapse, you know? But those things made me strong, and those are the best things that's ever happened to me. It makes me, you know, makes me keep myself in check, you know?
With time served, Dana has wiped the slate clean in the eyes of the CCDC.
Press, press, press. Good. Your right index, please. It looks like you're being released. Time served on your charge. I don't have anything else for you. Good luck to you.
All right. That's it. Out the door, yeah.
But the question remains, where she stands with her sons.
Caleb, can you come get me?
At the Clark County Detention Center, the countdown has finally stopped for Bear. Texas had 30 days to extradite him on an outstanding warrant. And with 19 days left on the deadline for action, the agents from the state have just arrived.
Okay, let's go, sir. Move with a purpose. To the left, single file down the hall. All the way down the end of the hall, there's a bin for dirty clothes. Go down through. Go to the other side. And then go to the blue door. He's going to hand you your clothes, okay?
So what's going to happen? We put this travel belt on you, we're going to put a jacket on you, your hands are going to go through the pockets. They got holes in them.
Extradition means Bear will travel over 1,000 miles under close guard. And while it will look like his hands are in his pockets, underneath his zipped jacket, he'll be in cuffs and shackles everywhere he goes.
Keep them underneath the jacket at all times. Stay next to myself or Deputy Gresham, or in front of us, by 1 or 2 steps. Don't get behind us. Yes, sir.
And since word has just come down, Bear doesn't have any time to let his wife and children know that he's being taken away. Across town, Caleb and Ben are on their way to pick up their mother, Dana, who was just released from jail.
It's weird. They let her out at midnight, I guess.
I was figuring that they probably would. The system is, you can't give pity on the people. You have to do what you have to do and, keep up the streets clean. So if she, obviously, what I see is her being good and responsible and stuff like that, so I'm gonna just trust her to the fullest and, let her know that I'm there and I actually know, what you're doing and stuff like that.
My mom took care of me for a long time, and, if I have to help her out, to help take care of her, whatever's got to be done, that's what I'll do.
Having the car accident and losing my leg is the best thing that's ever happened to me. It made me a real strong person. It's given me a pair of eyes. I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful for everything in my life. I'm grateful that I have a voice to talk to you right now, because I shouldn't be alive.
There she is right there.
Hi.
Come on, Mom.
Thanks.
Anytime.
That was the worst time ever. It was worse than all the other times I've been in there. I told you guys I wanted me to go to jail, but I had no idea what he was going to do.
This one's for Soph, okay?
Okay. We'll go home.
Only time will tell if Dana can keep clean, maintain Caleb and Ben's faith in her, and stay out of jail.
That bag right there, we're gonna take it too.
In their motel room in Las Vegas, Bear's family is preparing for their next move.
This is heavy, but this has rollers on it.
Jennifer has just learned of her husband's fate, several days after the fact, and the family is packing up.
I called up to the jail because he hadn't called. They said that he was being released. I hung up and I was all excited. We were all screaming, we were running around, and then I called back. And then the woman said she was sorry that it was to be released to transfer, so that they extradited him. Yeah.
Bear is now in a Texas jail, over 1,000 miles away.
All right, G, let's go. Are we ready? I'm ready. We're gonna go. We're gonna seriously miss the bus if we don't go.
With bus tickets in hand, the silver lining of it all is leaving Las Vegas, but Bear is still locked up.
He's talked to quite a few bondsmen and stuff, so I think I have that figured out too on getting him out. I do feel very uncertain about what's gonna happen. I hope, for the best, of course, but I've learned that hope for the best and expect the worst. That's my life.
Back behind CCDC walls, Kyle Wilson is trying to find a connection with family.
United States.
Placed in general population after a timeout in the hole, he's reaching out to a grandmother that he hasn't heard from in nearly a month.
Hello? Hey, Grandma. I'm good, you know, I'm just trying to survive in here. You know. I'm not asking for help, Grandma. I'm just asking for y'all to be by my side. That's all I'm asking. And it seemed like, really, it seemed like y'all doing what y'all can to be by my side, but I don't know. It's just you and Daddy. It's just you and Daddy. That's all.
While she's willing to talk on the phone, she won't step a foot in jail. It's a disappointment for Kyle, who won't have her physically by his side as he faces hard time.
I gotta let hatred in my heart. Real talk, you feel me? Towards the world. You know what I mean? If you ain't with me, if you say you was my friend, my homie, my girlfriend, my brother, my sister, whatever it was, my family. And now I'm gone. I ain't free. I'm gone in this world. Basically, you telling me I'm dead to you. I don't exist to you. I'm only 19, facing too much time. By the time I get out, I'll probably be 40, 50. You feel me? I done lost my life. What I gotta live for now. All I know is this. I'm institutionalized, you feel me?
For Justin Tate, his day in court is now.
Go ahead, keep going, gentlemen. Keep going. All the way down. All the way down. Stay on the left side, though. Single file, stay on the left side.
Eager to get on with his life, he's agreed to take a plea. It means less time in prison, a quicker turnaround to getting out, to having a second chance to show his mother he can live an honest life.
I like being around my family. I like being able to eat when I want to eat, sleep when I want to sleep. I don't want to be here no more. So this is where I have to change my life and change who I was before.
Justin Tate.
Tate is right here, yeah.
State of Nevada versus Justin Tate, C283072-1. He is present in custody. Counsel, if you'd state your appearance.
Today he'll be pleading guilty to one count of possession of stolen property. He's also agreed to plead guilty to burglary and attempting to establish or possess a financial forgery laboratory, which is a Category B felony.
Is that your understanding, sir?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
What is your true name?
Justin Michael Tate.
How old are you, sir?
32.
How far did you go in school?
9th grade.
So you
It's time to shape up and figure out what's more important in life. The crime, the drugs, the women, yes ma'am, or my family.
How do you plead to that charge?
Plead guilty.
Do you understand that sentencing is strictly up to the court, so nobody can promise you probation, leniency, or special treatment?
Yes, ma'am. My family weighs the most.
Freely and voluntarily entered into. Has he had PSIs on these other cases?
By taking a guilty plea, Justin is sentenced to 2 to 5 years in prison. Once transferred, he may be too far away for his mother to visit in person.
It's the one on the right.
He'll have to rely on letters and phone calls to keep himself grounded, to remind him of what waits on the outside.
I'm coming home to my family, and I'm not gonna lose this fight because that's what this is for me. This is a fight to keep my mind in order, to keep my head right. I'm not gonna lose this time. This time, I'm coming home and I'm staying home.
I'm not going to abandon my child. I mean, we'll talk, we'll write. We're always going to have a relationship. Always. He's my son.